Hi everyone, it's Wendy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to play with some of these beautiful papers from Dreams, etc., Blue Fern Studios. These are 2 pages or portions of page from the Fairy Whispers. And this is, I think it's Stematite. One of them is Stematite and the other paper is Floriana. And I'd say that must be Floriana and this must be Stematite. Yes, I can see the word right there. So I thought it would be fun if we made, I need a little folio. I know you've seen me do this sort of thing before, but I don't think I've done it with cardstock and with coffee stain paper. So that's what I'm going to attempt today. In the time that we have. So I have paper. I just wanted to use paper I already had cut. So that's 3 1/8 by 7 1/4. So I cut this to 7 1/2. So for 3 1/8, I would like to, well, first of all, I'd like to be able to open that. I want it to be larger than 3 1/8 for my bottom. So I could go to as high as, I could go to 3 1/2 if I wanted, but I'm just going to go to 3 3/8, go like that. So 3 3/8 will take me to there, and then I want to be able to have this, I want to be able to see, well, I goofed. I want the fairy on the bottom. So let's do it this way. Let's go 3 3/8 from here, and maybe that'll work for our top. Let's hope that it does, because I didn't want to lose the fairy. There she is. Actually, that works out really well. You want to go 3 3/8 from both ends. You buying any of this? I just didn't, if I had her at the top, she'd be upside down, and I wanted to be able to see her. So that definitely works. And I can put another line there just so that this bends over a little bit better. So it just gives a little bit more in case you put more in your folder. Gosh, oh gee. That was not easy to do, and that's, as Gail would say, operator error. So here we go. There we go. So it just wants to fold like that. So that just gives you a little bit extra girth for if we need that space after we put the papers in. Now this one, she will come over the top. So let's see, if I go 3 1/2, I'm going to be cutting her head in half, and I don't want to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece off and just make it so the top, I'm going to take a piece off the bottom, I'm just going to make it so that the top is shorter. Taking like a full inch. So we're going to lose part of her body and part of her wings. But let's hope that that's going to work out okay. And this way I can go 3 3/8. Okay, she's going to come over the top, so I could go 3 1/2 or 3 1/4. Let's go 3 1/4. There. And like I said, she'll be at the top, and hopefully, well, this will allow me to do just 3, because I want some space in between, about 1/4 of an inch. So, which means I'll have to cut my papers down a tiny bit, but I think that's going to make a nice, a really sweet little folio. And my papers are going to be a little bit smaller there. So the trick is to protect what it is you want to see first, and then measure the fold after, but give yourself a little bit of space. And I'm not going to bother with putting in the extra little bit because I don't really have the real estate on that anymore. Okay, sorry for all the noise. So I know I'm going to have to cut down those papers that are already cut for that one. So got 3 papers here, and we're off by, I'm going to cut them down approximately a 1/2 inch. So hopefully that will make them so that they will work for me. Okay. So, sorry it's still dark here. We're still dealing with some snow here. So there you go. So I've just cut my coffee stain paper. I didn't have any more envelopes to use, and I cut them to about 1/8 of an inch thinner, 1/4 of an inch in total, but 1/8 for either side. And then I want this to be about 1/4 of an inch shorter than here so that it doesn't hit the crease. That is the plan. So we'll see if that works out for us. So I've just cut these and then folded them in half. And I don't have, like I said, the envelopes, but what I like about using coffee stain paper, these are remnants from another project, and what I like to use them, why I like to use them, is that they give your piece kind of an aged look. So I'm just putting a little bit of art glitter glue here and here. This was just the first project that came to mind. I am going to be working on a journal with beautiful things that I received from Jen at Dreams, etc. But I'm not sure how much of the journal making I'm going to do in video, but I'm definitely going to do the ephemera bits on video. So what I want to do is take my glue, go like this, make sure I hit the top, good part of the bottom, and then I line up with the bottom piece, press that down, and then we're going to do the same here, making sure that I know where my opening is so that I don't glue it upside down. And then once again, I line it up with the bottom like that. Now, this will fit in here. So what I do is I fold it out. Gosh, that paper is so beautiful. And I'm going to put my glue here again, consistent with where I put my glue on the accordion portion. And bring it just to the top. It can just be below the top if you want. So just there at the top, and then put some more glue on. I thought this would be a fun way to keep my die cuts that I received from Jen as well. So we're just going to go like so. And there we have our accordion, as simple as that. Now I'll come back and finish this, but in the meantime, let's work on this other one. And I just want to make sure that I cut enough off to fit inside. Yeah, I did. If I take it right to the top, we've got a little bit here at the bottom. Perfect. Don't worry if you've got wrinkled paper. It will still do the trick. And fold this piece as well. Okay. So I'm just going to put my glue on here. How are you all doing? I hope you're well. We've been having wet weather. We've had a little bit of snow, but it's not staying, which is terrific, which is what you want. Or it's what I want. I suppose if you're a skier, you probably want it. But once you hit March, I don't know. You get to a point where you're like, okay, enough, enough with the weather. It literally is just mid-afternoon and it's this dark. So, yeah. So, a little trick, little tip. If you have a piece that has a lot of wrinkles on it, I put it in the middle. I don't know why. That way you don't see the wrinkles when you open it on either end. So, there you go. So I'm going to set that like so, line it up. And this is just going to be a little bit narrower folio, but that is absolutely fine. So there we go. And line it up at the bottom. And then come back. I know I want that beautiful fairy at the top. And I'm just going to put my glue on. Lots of people have made these folios. I think the first person I ever saw do it was Rachel at Roxy Creations. So just lining that up like that. And then they go together pretty fast, I'd say. And they make a really nice addition to a journal. Okay, like so. So now we've got our little folio like that, and this gorgeous girl on the front. All right, so I want to take some, do I have some paper? I wonder if this would that clash too much? Might clash a little tiny bit. I'm just going to grab some of my Venetian paper. So I've got some down here. There we go. And I just want to cut a couple of tabs. It doesn't like going in paper as much as it likes going in cardstock, I find. And then this one, I'm just going to take it. It's kind of a bungly video, isn't it? Oh well, this is how I attempt to bounce back from a little challenge. Okay, that's going to be great. We'll put that on here. I just like the look of having a bit of a tab on the front. So what I want to do is try and see where the middle is. I think that's about right. Okay. And we'll do the same here. I think this color complements both those papers. So, and you'll see the links below to Jen's store. I think you can get these beautiful papers from other Etsy shops as well. But I'll link to Jen's shop for the moment. Anyway, it might not be exactly in the middle. I'm just trying to see. These are the cardstock is for Fern Studios, which is Jen's. I think that's her cardstock side of things. Well, I think there are other things as well, so I'm just going to give this a little bit of just a little bit of that kind of a feel, and I just think that gives it a extra little zhuzh. I'm going to do a little bit less here because we don't want to lose her, how beautiful she is, and her wings. So, oops. I'll put this over here, like that, so that I can cut it. I've got the grandkids and I we're gonna do Easter eggs this weekend. I dye Easter eggs. Now it's interesting, at the dollar store I found, I'm just gonna take that, I'm gonna take my eyelet and we'll put in a hole here. I found a kit at the Great Canadian Dollar, or no, it's the Dollarama here in Canada, and I found a kit that had 12 eggs in an egg carton that are plastic eggs now, and it comes with the dies and instructions. So I bought a couple of those kits, so pretty, and I'm hopeful, fingers crossed, that that's going to work for dyeing. I mean, the images on the package make it look like the dye takes really nicely to the plastic egg. That's my reservation. I have this worry that it may not. So I will let you know sometime next week after we've gone through the whole dyeing process to see if indeed it was successful. So that's how easy it is to make an absolutely stunning folio cover. Now, I have somewhere, where did I put it? Oops, I'm just going to move my cutter. I have some sari that I pulled out. Here it is. That we might be able to use for the for these. So what I like to do, so I'll just move this out of the way. I like to take about a foot and have it hanging off and pull out the strings, the extra bit of fluff. I am wearing polar fleece, as you can probably tell. My husband says I'm the only person in the world that polar fleece works year-round, because I'm always chilly. Anyway, I'm wearing polar fleece, and holy cow, polar fleece loves, just going to go like this, it loves strings. It really does. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this through like that. And then I'm just going to pull this around, and then we can tie it. Now, if I had left it longer, we could have tied it twice. So, here we go. Take off some of this fluff. So that's one. And then this one, we'll do the same thing. Let's see. And we'll just pull that through. I try and bring it to some form of a point, and then that way it makes it a little bit easier to get through the eyelet. So we're just going to pull that through, and then I go one, and if you want it, you could go around twice. We'll do that with this one. And we'll tie it here. And then if we have extra long, we can trim. So There we go. Extra bit of fluff. Super cute. And then this one, these are a little bit longer than I probably want. There we go. Let's just see. There, that's better. And those will be kept to be sewn on a cover or something, or on a tab or whatever. So let me just grab my bit here. So let me see. We've got some of the beautiful pieces from Jen. Just turn this a little tiny bit. It's bothering me it wasn't straight. What is the deal with that? We have some beautiful butterflies in here, and that might be kind of fun. Actually, I see the butterflies here at the front. They might be kind of fun to set somewhere. Oh my gosh, that color is just stunning. Isn't that stunning? Maybe over on that side. And then let's see, what do we have here? We've got a lot more going on this one, on the cover. So it probably doesn't need an awful lot. I like the idea of this small one and that big one. And then maybe this one over here. I just think that's super cute, like really cute. Got a little bit of fabric, or I did have. Where did it go? I do not know. Okay, let me see. What do I have available to me? I do have a little bit of washi. And this is the William Morris washi, which could go underneath. How are we for time? We're good. If I can get it to open up, it could go underneath. Oh, okay. Here we go. So this is what happens when you do kind of seat of the pants kind of stuff. You're like, wait now, that's not going to work, because I just want to put this in behind here. So I'm just going to put a skip of glue. This is really, really sticky washi, so it should be fine, but just to make sure that it's going to stay, it's good to put some glue down. And if you had glue stick handy, that would be a good place for that. Now I'm just putting that there because I had, there wasn't anything, I just wanted a little bit more color in that spot. So I'm going to put the butterfly there. Just get my glue on. I got quiet there for a second. I like having it like that. And then maybe this little one could just be, I don't know, just, I think I want it just so that part of the wing goes under there so that it looks like they're going to meet. So we'll do that. Now I could have used, instead of washi, I could have used some of that beautiful silk ribbon that Jen sent me, but I have to say I want to save that for something else. So there we go. So there's that one done. And then this one, beautiful wings. The beautiful butterfly, I think, is just stunning. I have a little bit of a little tiny piece of this paper. This is some of my Italian paper, and I just think maybe a tiny bit of that up there would be lovely, sort of behind our butterfly. So I'm just going to set that towards the top. Whoops. Line it up with that fold. You could stop there. I could put the butterfly there. What do you think? I'm going to do it. I just think it looks so pretty. Just like that. Okay, there we go. We've got 2 done. Where did I put? There we are. I have to do this as soon as I think of it because otherwise I'm doomed to forget. There are our 2 little folios. And let's put, since we have a little bit of time, let's put some of these items in here. So I'm going to put my botanical back there, anything that'll fit. Some of these might be too large. She's going to be too large, and that's okay. I'll have another place for her. She'll fit in the front. Yep. That's too large. She's going to fit. Put these beautiful girls in here. And these cuties as well. I'm going to put those in the center. So a lot of the girls, that worked out well that everything fit. Put the words in the back, that butterfly, and then I just have a couple that don't. This, I think she'll fit. Yep. And then these are a little bit too big, so I'll put those in, put them back in the bag and put them in the folder. And of course this would make a great journal card, so we'll hold on to that as well. So there, we've got a lot in there, and it's my little ephemera holder, whoops, for my Dreams, etc. Die cuts. So yeah, something you can make for your die cuts as well. Super cute. So thanks again for watching. Head over to Jen's store. She has lots of beautiful things. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.